Hey everybody, welcome back to another video, and in today's video, I am going to be talking about more of California's Great America. Yes, I know, more. Definitely not my third video already on this park. But today, I am going to be talking about where could the coasters be relocated? Are they going to be relocated? Are they just going to be straight up scrapped? Which some of them are. So in today's video, that is what we're going to be doing. Without any further ado, let's get started into my predictions. Out of all the coasters that operate currently at California's Great America, only a handful will probably be relocated. So we're going to start it off with their RMC Raptor coaster, Railblazer. I can see this RMC Raptor being relocated just because it's new, they're popular, and they are well received by the general public for not being too intense. These rides give some wild airtime, amazing pacing, and it's just awesome apparently. I can honestly see this coaster being relocated to either one of three parks. My first pick is going to be Valleyfair, because Valleyfair desperately needs a new coaster, and honestly they can use this one. This would be their first coaster since Renegade since 2007, and honestly it would be an amazing fit to this Minnesota park. My next pick is World of Fun, because currently we are seeing Langkling, and apparently it may be an RMC Raptor. Not saying that Railblazer is going to be it, but you never know. It may be closed after this year and relocated there for next year. And my final pick is a shocking one in my opinion. This is King's Dominion. There is no RMC Raptor in the region currently. The closest Raptor will be at Great Adventure, which is over 4 hours away. It would be unique to the area because Busch Gardens Williamsburg doesn't have it, and Six Flags America doesn't have a Raptor either. But King's Dominion has an RMC, already an RMC hybrid. So I can honestly see this going to any of these three parks. Our next coaster we're going to be talking about is Gold Strikers, the GCI coaster built in 2013. Now, to be honest, unlike many people, I do not see Gold Striker being relocated. To be honest, this ride, it's not worth relocating because you can probably build a GCI ground up for cheaper, because then you don't got to pour new footers, you have to do new track work. You basically are going to have to build a brand new ground up coaster. Really the only components you can really use of Gold Striker is maybe the control panel, the trains, and the braking system, and nothing really else. So I'm going to say this, and this is something I do not want to happen, but it's probably going to happen, that Gold Striker will be scrapped after California Great America closes. Now let's talk about the two B&M coasters. We're going to start off with Patriot, their forest coaster that used to be a stand-up coaster. I can see this coaster getting relocated, and to be honest, I can see this coaster going to Michigan's Adventure. Michigan's Adventure at the moment hasn't gotten a coaster since 2012, which is a relocated Vekoma SLC. This B&M forest coaster would make an amazing fit for this park and give the park a really good B&M that isn't the best, but is pretty solid. The next B&M at the park is Flight Deck, their inverted coaster. To be honest, I do not see this inverted coaster going anywhere at this point. The ride apparently recently has only been operating with one train, and it's one of the first B&M inverts. To be honest, it's also a terrain coaster, and I honestly don't see this going anywhere. I'm gonna say that Flight Deck will be the only one of their coasters that will be scrapped. The next coaster I want to talk about is Demon, the park's Aero Looper, and like any Aero Looper that is this old, this ride will definitely be scrapped. There is no way that they are going to save this Aero Looper, because any of the smaller Cedar Fair parks, they already have an Aero Looper. Valleyfair has an Aero Looper, one loop and double corkscrew. Michigan's Adventure has an Aero corkscrew model, and there's a few other parks that have arrows. But also, if you were able to relocate this coaster, it would be really outdated to any park that it went to. So my final answer is Demon is definitely getting scrapped when the park closes. The next coaster I want to talk about is Grizzly, their other wooden coaster, and this coaster is definitely being scrapped. This coaster would not fit anywhere else in the Cedar Fair chain. Any park in the Cedar Fair chain, this would not be a good fit at. And also, like I said with Gold Striker, you're cheaper, it's basically more cheaper just to build a modern day GCI or even Gravity Group ground up wooden coaster if you want to have a traditional woody. So yes, Grizzly is on the chopping block. It is going. There's no way this coaster can be relocated because it's probably going to be more expensive, and honestly it doesn't really pull in the riders, I don't think, as much as like some other rides in the park do. And the next coaster we're going to be talking about is their Wild Mouse Psycho Mouse. Now if you didn't watch my video that I posted the other day, which I recommend go watching, apparently Cedar Point is supposed to get this, but a few people in the comment section down below have told me it is fake, so I want to give those people a shout out. Those people are on my screen right now. There's also other comments, so I'm not that sure if this wild mouse is going to be saved, but for the sake of it, I'm going to say this wild mouse will be going to either Cedar Point or one of the other mid-tier Cedar Fair parks that does not have a wild mouse at the moment. And for our last two coasters, their kids coaster, they have an aerodynamic style kiddie coaster, kind of like in the former Wilderness Run from Cedar Point, and they have a ENF Mylar kiddie coaster. Honestly, I don't see both of these coasters ever being relocated, so I'm gonna have to say they're both going to be scrapped, just because most Cedar Fair parks already have an ENF Mylar, and most Cedar Fair parks already have a kids coaster. In fact, all of them do. So I don't see these coasters being relocated. The only way I can see them being relocated if someone would buy them out of the Cedar Fair chain, like Six Flags or an independent park, but I see these coasters being scrapped. So that is it. All the coasters at California's Great America. As you can see, I only think 2 of them are going to be relocated. And yep, those are being the Forest Coaster and the RMC Raptor Coaster. Tell me what all your guys' thoughts on the video down below is. Do you guys agree with my picks? Do you guys think Flight Deck may be relocated? Do you guys think Gold Striker might be relocated? Leave all those thoughts down in the comment section down below. But that is going to do it for today's video. Thank you all for the support on my last video, which broke over 1,000 views, and we're already pushing 2,000 on it. I also am trying to hit 900 subscribers by the end of the week, and I believe that we can do that. We're sitting at 889. I want to thank everyone for the support in the recent weeks. I'll see you guys in the next video. Like, comment, subscribe, and bye everyone.